Yo, what's going on? This is DJ MK, the motherfucking mixtape king. You're locked into Itch FM, the number one station. The return has happened. The takeover is here. Get with it, bitches.
Hey, I'm Shantae, and you're locked into a very special show of Itch FM with DJ MK. Welcome.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Not much. Can you introduce yourself?
Much?
No.
What do you mean not much?
Look, I've just had a hectic day running through Lorraine to get here. Not much is going on.
Okay. Well, you're interviewing me, so something's going on.
Okay, well, yeah, there is a bit of a highlight to it. So can you tell everyone who might not know exactly what your position is in the music industry?
I'm a DJ, music fan. Been DJing since the 90s. Started off doing mixtapes. Then I started doing mixes for radio shows like Tim Westwood 279. Then I started doing clubs. Then I started doing Itch FM.
When did you first hear about Itch?
I got a phone call from someone saying, yeah, we're setting up a pirate radio station. And my first thought was, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough of going, trekking to places, dodgy estates, pure madness going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be part of that. I'd done that. And then the person who I was talking to, he knew what he wanted to do, and he had a clear vision of what this station was going to be. So I was like, you know what, this guy's kind of serious. This might be worth thinking about. So I thought about it, and then the last time I did pirate radio was with my friend A-Side. So I phoned up A-Side, and I was like, look, there's this new station about to be happening. It's called Itch. It's all about hip-hop. It don't sound like, you know, all the other bait stations we've been doing. This sounds like it could be really good. So then he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then that's when we joined Itch. I think it was like October 2000.
Nice, a little stretch of time back.
Yeah.
So, at that time, what was it that you admired about Itch's influence in the hip-hop game?
I think first of all, just the professionalism, do you know what I mean? And like, it was a tight run ship. And there's no favoritism, and everyone knew that to go there and do the best show that they could. And after a while, you know, I'd done every other station that you could do in London as a DJ, whether it be Capital, whether it be Radio 1, whether it be Choice. And I'd see the amount of times the phone would be ringing. And after a while, after about 8 months doing Itch, it just got crazy. Like, the texts would just be, like, you'd have to have the phone on silent because it'd just be vibrating all the time and you'd be picking up on the mics. And then I'd be DJing in clubs and people would be saying, yeah, heard you on Itch, yeah, you played that tune. And then, you know, at that time there's labels about doing their thing and, you know, a new wave of artists coming out. So it was really exciting times, and a lot of it was definitely down to Itch FM.
Nice. So what was the actual impact for the UK hip-hop scene that Itch had?
That's a good question. I think we're seeing the impact now in today's music scene, and like the avenues that are open, which weren't open before. So you got to remember, Itch was running from, correct me if I'm wrong, like end of 2000 to how long? Okay, till 2007. So a lot of people now who are in like influential positions at record labels, they were listening to Itch 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And remember, before there's Itch, there was, you know, a small handful of DJs on radio promoting hip-hop and promoting hip-hop in this country. And that's not enough. 2 people ain't enough. So then for a station to come on that's doing jams, that's doing, you know, DVDs, that's actually putting their money in their pocket and going, look, we're going to do something. It was just an incredible thing.
You've got such a good knowledge on it, haven't you? No problem. So what would you say, the last 10 years, what's the music state, the hip-hop music state now in comparison to 10 years ago?
I don't know. I think it depends who you ask. If you ask me, I'll say this is it's amazing times we're in. You know, I don't have to spend £300 hiring out a studio. I can get Logic and do it myself. I don't have to go to the BBC to try and get a TV programme. I can do it myself. YouTube, everything, you know, and the whole sort of social network revolution that we've seen in the last sort of 6-7 years. But then, that's all the good side, but then everything good comes with a negative. So the negative to that is, there's a lot of people putting out music who shouldn't be putting out music. Everyone has a talent. Everyone. I don't care if you're a road sweeper, if you're a politician, whatever. Everyone's got a talent. But not everyone's talent is DJing or being an MC. So before, like the internet was big, if you put tunes out, you go to the record shops, you go to the Mr. Bongos, you go Deal Real, you go Wild Pitch, and you leave them in the shop. You come back 2 weeks later, and you go in and you'd say, yeah, so you got some money for me? You'd be like, nah, I've got nothing for you, because you tune shit and no one didn't want to buy it. So then if they were stupid, they'd do it again. Every time you're pressing tunes, you're spending $1,000. So then they would have wasted $2,000, have a load of records that no one wants, but they'll have it clear in their head that being an MC isn't for them. But now, do you know what I mean? You don't really have that, so the quality control's gone. And also, like, the whole way, if you were good, you could press up tunes, start your own label, bam, you just sold 1,000 copies, you just made $1,000, $1,500. Do that 3 times, you could put an album out. Do you know what I mean? And make some money. So, get back to the question, I think it's just what you make of it, really. Like, sky's the limit.
So what does that mean for the future of the hip-hop scene in the UK?
I think you're gonna see a bit of a change. I think you're gonna see a change in what the major labels are signing, and hopefully you'll see more good new music in general coming out, rather than music just sort of like the same formula. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think, and I think it'll get bigger, and I think, like, especially like American artists will look more towards the UK, because we've got a definitely more interesting, inspiring scene, like, compared to theirs, which before was unheard of. Do you know what I mean?
Bit of controversy. So anyway, thanks for being here today, or thank you for letting us be here today. That's DJ MK. If you want to find out more, subscribe, like, check us out, check him out. Have you got any plugs any websites you want to plug quickly?
Yeah, you can go to djmksworld.com, or you can go to @djmk on Twitter.
There you go.
Funhouse, baby. Funhouse, baby. www.thefunhousetv.com. Thank you.
And we thought he was just a DJ.
No, that's 4. You're waiting for the 5th one. Okay.
Hey, I'm Shantae, and you're locked into a very special show of Itch FM, and we're here with Mr. D. You're not Mr. DJ. Why do I always say that? You're here. Indeed. So, when you started doing Itch FM, or before you came to do Itch FM, is that? Do you want to clap again, or just go?
No, I like the clapping. It's 4.
5.